some what the you?
Okay.
Where my dad? You said people.
Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. So he's a local. He's a little not all in the head, but he's harmless. He'll yell at you and scream at you, but if you actually, have to deal with him, he was really harmless. But that's just, welcome to Olive Way. The problem is people will go to somebody that can provide the service, and they'll skip.
Problem with my dude?
What?
How you doing?
Good.
I don't give a about you being the police.
We're not police. We're security.
I don't care what you are. I said, is there a problem?
There ain't no problem. What's the problem?
I don't give a about you being a police or a cop or nothing of that.
Okay.
Pull up on that ass. You have a good night.
We're just talking, me and him.
You know what? Getting caught at the red light, not a good thing.
Yeah?
Can't move.
Yep.
I can.
Yep.
My fist is works just like yours, sir.
Yep.
You have a good night, all right?
You too.
God bless you guys.
All right. So he's another local, but he's a little bit more dangerous. He usually has a gun on him, and he'll usually tell you, like he just did us, he'll tell us he's got a gun on it. I've never seen him actually use it on somebody. We have had 2 incidences. He's been arrested before because he's been standing in the intersection with a gun. And one of those instances, we did take action because, again, our client's site is on that corner. He was waving a gun around the intersection, so that's something where we're going to act, because that bullet could potentially strike our client or a customer of our client. So that's something where we would actually take action. We detain that person and wait for Seattle PD to show up.
That's how quickly a mundane situation can escalate on the street. So how do you prepare for that? The spotlight hits the training course.
You want something? I got something for you. Hey, stay back. Hey, we can settle this like gentlemen.
Welcome back to the Spotlight. How a person reacts in those fight or flight situations is a matter of life or death. And that's why Jacob Bradley leads his security teams through monthly use of force scenarios. Our cameras bring you the action from his undisclosed training location.
We do role-playing or acting professionally. So we pay them to come out and role-play for us. And they do a very good job. Security officer number 1, you've received a call from the manager of the cannabis location. She's requesting security to remove a shoplifter. Gentleman apparently attempted to reach across the counter and steal product. Subject is still on site. No weapon seen. In this particular case, what they don't know is there's going to be a physical altercation between the gentleman who's going to be acting as the employee and then this gentleman who is the person who attempted to shoplift. And then they're going to get into an altercation. At some point, the manager is going to come out and decide to defend her employee with a firearm, at which case the officers are either going to have to make a decision to use lethal or non-lethal force to try and contain that situation. So we'll see what they do.
Hey, stop! Stop! Security, stop! Stop! What's going on? Stop! Stop! Sit down. What's going on? What's your name?
Doesn't matter.
Are you okay?
Fine.
Do you need first aid?
No.
What's your name?
Joe.
Joe? How do you know him, Joe?
He sort of hit me for no reason.
Okay.
You should probably tase him.
I'm not going to do that. One of 2 things. We want to make sure that they separate the 2 parties. In this particular situation, he positioned properly and he moved towards the threat. So we waved off the role player for the weapon. And at this point, this is where we're just going to break the scenario and wait for the police at this point. Scene secure, our job's done. We're just going to wait, collect information, and hand it over to law enforcement. So that's what we're going to call break. Break! For this one, we're going to get into a little bit more of a use of force, don't use force situation. We're basically going to make them have to use a use of force decision.
That's not your wife's purse, that's my purse. Give me back my freaking purse.
Hey, stop.
Hey, this is my purse. He just stole this from me.
You want something? I got something for you. Hey, stay back. Hey, we can settle this like gentlemen. That's her purse. Just have her open. Stay back. I'm back. We're gonna get this figured out. We can get this figured out. We can get this figured out. Hey, stop. Do not approach.
Just put the gun down. They're taking care of it. I don't even understand why you took it in the first place. It's got all of my stuff in it.
Stop. He's got a gun. Please,
Your boy here.
Drop your gun. Drop your gun. Put it down. Now. Back away. Back away.
Why aren't you guys arresting him yet? Like, he took my stuff. You're just gonna let him go?
I had her shouting, you know, why is he not in cuffs? Why is he not in cuffs? Because that's a very normal thing for people who feel they just got robbed to say. That's exactly what you should have done. He's fine. You know, even verbally tell him, hey, look, man, don't worry about her. We got her. She's not going to hurt you. You're not going to hurt her. All that stuff. Open and shut case. Good job on the no use of force. You know, again, deadly weapons present, but just because there's a deadly weapon present doesn't mean we're going to deploy deadly force. You know, we're going to give them those verbal commands. We're going to give them that opportunity to comply. And if they comply, ultimately, we're going to walk away from that situation and without even really having to secure anybody. You know, good job.
Up next, the heart-wrenching toll of the violence at 3rd and Pike. What a grieving grandmother wishes she'd done differently.
Parents don't want to listen to their kids when they're talking to their friends. I wish I would have.
Michael Del Bianco was just a kid. He spent 15 years on this planet before a bullet ended his life on 3rd Avenue. He was raised by his grandmother. Michael called her mom. She says that she confronted him about rumors of gang activity after he started school at Todd Beamer High in Federal Way. But she says he denied it.
I was like, what are you doing? I heard. And he's like, Mom, that's not true. You know, I mean, he would never want to break my heart, I guess, you know. And he just said, I'm fine, I'll be good. I just don't know what he was doing down there. I mean, the last 4 months, you know, we really didn't see hide nor hair of him. I hear different stories, but Michael's my son, and he is a good boy to me. He was a normal, you know, normal kid, you know, playing football and doing what he needed to do, and then I don't know, when he turned 15, it was just a big stepping stone for him, and I think he was just trying to find himself. The last 2 years have been really hard on all the kids, and I think maybe being trapped inside the house for so many, you know, for years. There was a group of kids, I guess, that he met. I don't know any of them. Michael kept that part of his life away from me. I would just wish that I would have listened. You know, parents don't want to listen to their kids when they're talking to their friends. I wish I would have. I wish I would have been able to see who he was really hanging out with, but that doesn't make me love him any less. And I still, if I can save one child from the streets, I want to do whatever I can.
Still ahead, the deadly one-block area where Michael was shot to death claims another homicide victim and leaves his fiancée desperate for answers.
We need help so we can stop this from happening.
It's easy to look at stories of violence on the news and judge the victim based maybe on their appearance or their background. But it's not fair. Even the most troubled people have loved ones who care about them. And one of those is Reno Mayava, shot to death on a crowded corner at 3rd and Pine in Seattle on Sunday, February 27th. His fiancée reached out to me for help to get justice for Reno because no arrest has been made. What's the hardest part right now?
Knowing that I will never hold him again. I'll never kiss him again. I can't tell him I love him. It's not fair.
And you don't have any answers
I
either.
have no answers. I need justice for Reno and his family, myself and my family. He was very loved.
Tell me about your relationship with Reno.
I've been with Reno off and on for 7 years. It's been a roller coaster ride, I'm not gonna lie.
When you look at his history,
Yes.
he has a pretty significant criminal history of assaults. In one case, he almost killed a man in 1990 in Capitol Hill. He had a recent case in 2020, assault on a transit driver. Was this a violent guy?
I never saw that side. Did I know it could be possible? Yes.
What is it that attracted you to him? What did you love so much about him?
His personality, just the way he was. He was real. He was down to earth, and he was just good people, good heart.
But the last couple of years have been hard on the relationship, and I think on both of you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, why is that?
Reno, his mental illness, it's not taking the medications, it's self-medicating, stuff like that, it turns him into somebody that he's not, and that's hard to deal with on a daily basis.
Was it possible for him to stay somewhere? I know he wasn't living here with you at the time, but did his mental illness sort of prohibit him from wanting to just have a very normal life?
I don't think that he knew how. I think between being locked up so long and having the mental illness that he had, I just don't think he could figure that out. He stayed with me for a couple years. He stayed with his brother, and he does well for a while, and then things happen.
I feel like you have a very particular and important voice for other families who have loved ones that are hanging out down in this area and other areas where there's a lot of criminal activity. And it shows that a lot of those people are not thrown away by society. They have people that care about them.
Right, they do. They just need to get away from there.
Yeah. What's the solution, do you think?
Counseling, help, whether it's medication, whether it's needing somebody to talk to, whether it's a rehabilitation of some sort, they need help.
And when Reno got help, for example, at Western State Hospital, he would do better for a while.
He was absolutely wonderful there. He actually told me he really liked it there, because he could come and go, after you go through a certain period, you get to come and go and see your family, and he liked the structure. Reno needed structure, and if he didn't have that, this is what would happen.
How do you think things are going in our state right now?
Horrible. It's falling apart. We need our police back. We need people to come together. Everybody's just ripping apart. Nobody cares about anything. There's no funding. There's no help for people. We need help so we can stop this from happening. It's not fair to Reno or to anybody else, not just Reno, anybody else, anybody that guy is going to go do that again to. I want to save everybody.
Yeah. Do you want his death to mean something?
Yes, and it is, and it will.
Bless your heart, I can't make you cry anymore. Give me a hug. I'm so sorry. I'm so